We all want to get the most out of our workouts. But what if the real secret isn't just about working harder, but actually working smarter? Well, today we're building a workout blueprint that's designed to strengthen not just your body, but your brain too. And we're going to kick things off by challenging a piece of advice you've probably followed for years. So let's start at the beginning. How do you get ready for a workout? For ever, the answer has been to do those long static stretches, right? But what if that very common routine is actually holding you back? All right, let's dive into the first part of our blueprint by completely rethinking the warm-up. Now, this isn't about skipping stretching altogether. No way. It's all about understanding that the type of stretch you do, and, just as important, when you do it, is absolutely crucial for your performance. Yeah, it all boils down to this thing that scientists call stretch-induced strength loss. I know, it sounds super dramatic, but the idea is actually pretty simple. Holding a long stretch right before you get active can temporarily make your muscles weaker and less powerful, which is, the exact opposite of what you want right before you hit the gym. So, if that classic reach and hold stretch is out before a workout, what should you be doing instead? Well, the answer is all about understanding the two main kinds of stretching, static and dynamic. Okay, so first up, we've got static stretching. This is the one we all know, right? You reach for your toes, you feel the pull, and you just hold it. Then there's dynamic stretching, which is all about movement. Think leg swings, arm circles, torso twists. With dynamic stretching, you're not holding anything. You're actively warming up your muscles by taking them through their full range of motion. And here's the big takeaway. Both are super useful, but you gotta use them at the right time. Think of dynamic stretching as your go-to before your workout. It gets the blood flowing and preps your muscles for action without losing any strength. Then you save that static stretching for after your workout. That's when your muscles are warm and it can really help improve your long-term flexibility. Okay, so our muscles are prepped and ready to go. Now, let's talk about the engine that powers everything, your heart. Because you see, effective cardio isn't just about moving for a certain amount of time, it's really about moving with the right amount of intensity. And this is where your target heart rate comes in. The best way to think about it is like the sweet spot for your heart during a workout. It's the zone where you're pushing your cardiovascular system just enough to make it stronger, but not so hard that you're risking burnout or injury. So how do you even find the zone? Well, first, you need a baseline, your maximum heart rate, or MHR. And the formula is super easy. Just take the number 220 and subtract your age. So if you're 40 years old, your estimated MHR is 180 beats per minute. That number is basically your ceiling. But here's the key. You're not trying to work out at your maximum. The real sweet spot for effective, heart-healthy cardio is to stay within 60 to 85% of that max number. So for that same 40-year-old, their target zone would be somewhere between 108 and 153 beats per minute. That's where the magic really happens. And checking your heart rate is easier than it's ever been. You can totally go old school, just find your pulse, count the beats for 6 seconds, and add a 0 to the end. Or, hey, you can let technology do the heavy lifting for you with a smartwatch, a fitness tracker, or even an app on your phone. A really great way to put all this together is to use the FITT principle. It's just a simple framework to keep you on track. F is for frequency, aim for at least 3 times a week. I is for intensity, stay inside that target heart rate zone we just figured out. T is for time, try to go for at least 20 minutes straight. And the final T is for type. Pick something you actually like to do. That way, you'll stick with it. So, we've covered getting your muscles ready and training your heart, but now we get to the final, and honestly, maybe the most fascinating part of this whole blueprint. What if your workout could do more than just build a stronger body? What if it could actually build a sharper, more resilient brain? Get this, a huge landmark study published in the New England Journal of Medicine looked at all sorts of physical and cognitive activities to see how they affected the risk of dementia. They looked at cycling, swimming, playing golf, reading, you name it. But when the dust settled, only one physical activity was strongly linked with a reduced risk of dementia: dancing. I mean, that discovery basically blew the doors open on a whole new field of research. It's helped position dance as maybe the ultimate brain workout. It's a true upgrade to your routine that taps into a unique mix of physical, mental, and even social challenges. So why is dance so special? Well, neuroscientists have this awesome term for it, the pleasure double play. Here's how it works. The music you're listening to fires up your brain's reward centers, giving you a rush of feel-good chemicals.
And at the exact same time, the physical act of moving your body gets all your sensory and motor circuits buzzing. It's a total, full-brain workout.
And we're not just guessing here. Using high-tech brain scans, scientists can literally watch your brain light up like a Christmas tree while you learn and perform new dance steps. They can map out exactly which parts of your brain are getting a workout. And the list of brain parts that get fired up is just wow. You're using your motor cortex to plan and execute the moves, your basal ganglia to coordinate everything and make it smooth, and your cerebellum to handle all the complex timing and balance. You're basically forcing different parts of your brain to talk to each other and work together, building stronger and faster connections. And if that wasn't enough, dancing has also been shown to boost levels of this amazing protein called BDNF. The easiest way to think of BDNF is like miracle grow for your brain cells. It helps new brain cells grow and strengthens the ones you already have. Basically, it helps keep your brain flexible, young, and ready to learn. So let's bring it all together. Our Smart Workout Blueprint is really a simple 3-step plan. First, prepare your body for peak performance with dynamic stretching. Second, perform your cardio in that effective 60 to 85% heart rate zone. And finally, upgrade your whole routine by adding some dance to give your brain a powerful workout too. When you get right down to it, this is all about realizing that movement and learning aren't two separate things. They're deeply, deeply connected. Your body was built to move, and your brain was built to learn. Every step, every beat, and every new move is a chance to strengthen both of them at the same time. So the only question left is, what's your next step?